Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's Scriptures for Living with me. I'm going to be talking from Genesis chapter 18 or so, but this time I'm going to be reading from verses 16 to the last verse. Then the men got up from their meal and looked out towards Sodom. As they left, Abraham went with them to send them on their way. Should I hide my plan from Abraham? The Lord asked. For Abraham will certainly become a great and mighty nation, and all the nations of the earth will be blessed through him. I have singled him out so that he will direct his sons and their families to keep the way of the Lord by doing what is right and just. Then I will do for Abraham all that I have promised. So the Lord said to Abraham, I have heard a great outcry from Sodom and Gomorrah, because their sin is so flagrant. I am going down to see if their actions are as wicked as I have heard. If not, I want to know. The other men turned and headed towards Sodom, but the Lord remained with Abraham. Abraham approached him and said, Will you sweep away both the righteous and the wicked? Suppose you find 50 righteous people living there in the city. Will you still sweep it away and not spare it for their sakes? Surely you wouldn't do such a thing. Destroying the righteous along with the wicked, why would you be treating the righteous and the wicked exactly the same? Surely you wouldn't do that. Should not the judge of all the earth do what is right? And the Lord replied, If I find 50 righteous people in Sodom, I will spare the entire city for their sake. Then Abraham again spoke again, Since I have begun, let me speak further to my Lord, even though I am but dust and ashes. Suppose there are only 45 righteous people rather than 50. Will you destroy the whole city for lack of 5? And the Lord said, I will not destroy if I find 45 righteous people there. Then Abraham pressed his request further. Suppose there are only 40? And the Lord replied, I will not destroy it for the sake of the 40. Please don't be angry, my Lord. Abraham pleaded, let me speak. Suppose only 30 righteous people are found. And the Lord replied, I will not destroy it if I find 30. Wow. And Abraham said, Since I have dared to speak to the Lord, let me continue. Suppose there are only 20. And the Lord replied, Then I will not destroy it for the sake of the 20. Ew. Finally, Abraham said, Lord, please don't be angry with me if I speak one more time. Suppose only 10 are found there. And the Lord replied, Then I will not destroy it for the sake of the 10. When the Lord had finished his conversation with Abraham, he went on his way, and Abraham returned to his tent. Interesting passage. All right, let's see what happens. Verse 16. Then the men got up from their meal and looked out towards Sodom. As they left, Abraham went with them to send them on their way. You have a visitor. You have taken good care of this visitor, but that is not enough. You still go with the visitors, walk them out a little bit. That is courtesy. That was what Abraham did. Abraham did not just give them food and send them away. He walked with them till the point where Abraham got out to say in verse 17, Should I hide my plan from Abraham? For Abraham will certainly become a great and mighty nation, and all the nations of the earth will be blessed through him. And he began to share with him that these people have done bad things. I've seen the wicked things in the land, and I'm trying to go there to see what will happen. And if I get there and see how the place is, I would know whether I need to punish them or wipe away the nation and whatever. And Abraham pleaded and said, Look, with the population of everybody, if you find 50 people in that place who are righteous, will you destroy? Negotiated to 45, to 40, to 30, to 20, even to 10. And God said, If I find 10 there, even 10, I will not destroy. But what brought about this whole thing was the negotiation, was the fact that Abraham was willing to speak on behalf of the people. He used the opportunity he had to speak to God about his concerns. Wait, the way you want to destroy these people, if we have this number, will you still destroy them? And they got to a negotiation table. So some actions that we do can provoke that freedom, liberty to express ourselves freely with people that with so much honor and respect, or so much value. The fact that Abraham treated God well made it very, very easy. You see that after that had happened, the other two ones that were together with God went towards Sodom, but God remained with Abraham, and they were in a having a conversation about the Sodom and Gomorrah matter. Abraham pleaded with God for salvation of the entire city, just on behalf of those who are righteous. The question to ask is, if God were to visit Nigeria or visit our individual different countries based on our actions, will he find those that he can, because of them, say, I will not destroy this land? He could not find 10. That was why Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed. He could not find 10. He could not find 10 men who were righteous in that land, so he destroyed. But maybe if Abraham had pleaded further for 5, maybe that could have brought about the deliverance. And that also is a lesson for me personally here. And I think it's one you should consider to be a lesson, something that you should pick. That when you have opportunity to speak on behalf of people, continue speaking. Let your negotiation go to the very, very last point. Maybe he felt that 10 is fair enough. If God does not find 10 people, he doesn't think there's a need for him to plead for 5 people. That if we have 5 righteous people there, God can still destroy. But if it is up to 10, that is good enough. But whether it is 50 or 10, you can bear witness that the percentage, or you would agree with me that the percentage of either 50 or 10 or anyone between these two figures is nothing compared to the entire populace. So if God could save the whole nation because of 50, he could as well save because of 5, right? And that's something to pick. Also is the fact that God is looking for a nation whose righteousness, scripture says, righteousness exalts a nation, but sin is a reproach unto them. We are not talking about the righteousness of our own, where we depend on ourselves. We are not talking about the righteousness that is imputed unto man. We are talking about our righteous actions. Because the truth is that in systems, we need the righteous people who act righteous to make a system stand. When we have corrupt people who practice corrupt, who do corrupt practices, it's going to affect even the prosperity of that land. Because even when they are blessed, the fact that we have corrupt people in that land will make the blessings come down. And how do I know? Now look at Nigeria, for instance. We are so blessed with a lot of resources, a lot of beautiful and wonderful things, but because of bad leadership and bad governance, people are suffering a lot. And I think this is something that we should look at. We may not be able to change the whole Nigerians, but we as believers, or you that you are listening to me, can determine your disposition towards the things you do, where you work, where you school, and in your environment. Even in your immediate society, in your immediate environment, in your neighborhood, how do people see you? Can they make you the treasurer or financial secretary of the landlords association? Can they commit things into your hand? Can they leave things to your care because they know that if they leave it in your care, it is safe, it is secure, nothing will happen to it, nothing will touch it? Or they are not even sure they can keep anything in your care because of your dubious acts and some corrupt practices they know you for? I pray the Lord will help us, that we will be one of those 5, one of those 10, one of those 50, that will bring about the reason for our deliverance, even when God is determined to destroy a nation because of their wicked things or their wicked practices. We know we are the era of grace, where the grace of God speaks, but there's consequences for actions. And sometimes it can be a result of 1 or 2 who are really doing well, that God can say, if I'm going to wipe off that system, I'm going to consider the fact that one person, Mr. A, Mr. B, Mr. C, Mr. X, Mr. X, Y, and Z are there, and they are doing well. And for their sake, I'll preserve that company. I'll preserve that organization. I'm going to keep them. So if we can have, I used to tell people, if you are the only one, if everybody were to be acting the way you are acting in this organization, how will this organization look like? If everybody were to be behaving the way you are behaving right now, what will this place look like? So I would like for you to also ask yourself this question. And if your direction or the way you've seen the scriptures is even different from the way we've seen it, especially for the fact that you may have observed 1 or 2 other things that I did not observe, you can just do well to share in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. I'm grateful for having you. We are grateful having you on this episode. Thank you again. We look forward to having your subscription if you have not done so before, to join this community and help to spread the message by sharing and clicking the notification button. Thank you so much. I look forward to having you in the next episode. See you next time.